it's over, let me tell you, this one definitely ain't over.
Alright, we're live. Hello, hello. Good to see you all here. Happy Monday to all of you. Hope you're doing well. Just go ahead and go and bring up the chat real quick. But hopefully you all had a great weekend. A great holiday weekend. Hello, Mo Chronic, good to see you. How you doing, sir? Hope you're doing well. Glad that you're doing good. Or glad to see you. Hopefully you're back home. I did see you live last night. Playing, N.O.R.A. I always forget. I know I can't say that name right, but doing good, awesome. All good, no worries. Well, that's good. Alright, so I'm going to be the Minnesota Vikings tonight. Or we're going to be at the Bears. But it's great to see everybody here. I was actually catching up on some videos and 10 o'clock came. I'm thinking, yep, I'm going live. I know you guys all miss me. It's been a couple of days since I've been live. Took last night off with it being Easter. Figured everybody was out doing their festivities with family and friends, so I took the night off. But it's a new day, a new week. Time to go live. Why not?
Tonight, from Soldier Field in Chicago, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
Yes, a new football match. Woohoo!
We'll see Justin Fields and the Chicago Bears taking on Kirk Cousins and the Minnesota Vikings.
One of the great venues to watch a game in any sport and one of the best home crowds in any sport. Soldier Field in Chicago. Tonight we've got the crew set for what should be a real treat. A great Monday night matchup as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Chicago Bears. Here's the punter Trenton Gill now to do the honors, and off we go here at Soldier Field. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
I really like the graphics in this game. It's so realistic.
Minnesota's offense and QB Kirk Cousins set to go here.
Not bad for a fourth-round draft pick. Well over 100 career starts now. And the chemistry with his top targets, really on point. They spend a lot of time in practice and after practice making sure the routes are run well, and he knows exactly where they're going to be on the field. And when they get open, he delivers.
They'll start on the ground with Madison. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Off the play fake, Cousins. He lets one go deep for Addison. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the Bears are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
Well, they certainly took a shot to open this game. I know it backfired with the interception, but no lack of bravado from that sideline at all. And look, they told us before the ball game, they wanted to be a little more dangerous on offense. They wanted to take a few more chances. That opening pass certainly set a tone. Maybe a turnover, but I don't think it'll stop them from trying again the rest of this game.
So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And not only does he have all the skills that you're looking for as a quarterback, he's incredibly tough and plays the game fearlessly as both a runner and a passer. You provide a good running game around him and let him throw deep off of play action, you've got an all-star in the making.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. Now Herbert to start the drive. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Fields. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw is Fields. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big 3rd down play, and they did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big 4th down call.
On 4th down, Chicago brings out Trenton Gill. Brandon Powell deep for Minnesota. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. The Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed him up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their 2nd possession.
Yeah, and one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
Stopped on the play by Kyler Gordon.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 5. Another carry now for Madison. And he'll take this up to the 30, a gain of 4. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Here's 3rd and a few inches. Just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
That is caught. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
First down. Here's Cousins. Another one on this play for Justin Jefferson. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains, and really it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They go play action. Cousins. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 16. That gain on 3rd down.
Almost. I got an interception.
Extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration.
How's Amy doing?
Ball can get on you pretty quick.
Hope she's doing okay.
And he handled it well and picked up the first down.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll go Madison up the middle. He will push his way down to about the 14. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Doing okay. That's good. That's good.
Gonna run with Madison again.
There we go. First down.
And he couldn't quite get there.
Nice.
Tackled down at the 1. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. Madison is in. Touchdown, Minnesota. So he had the nice run to get him down there, was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
Greg Joseph on for the extra point. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead.
Too easy, too easy.
A 10-play drive that time, and it was capped off by a
Let's get that ball back
from Alexander Madison.
Do it again.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown.
What's for dinner tonight? Anything delicious? Had barbecue chicken. Pretty good.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. He's going to look deep for more. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they took their shot. That one was kind of up for grabs that time. And you've got to be careful defensively not to make contact too early. But that was textbook right there to get in tight and force the incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now Fields. Through the middle of the field. And he spins past him and into space. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense. So how about that for a changeover? Right. They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Herbert powering up the middle. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Fields. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Fields. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 20-yard line. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
On second down, a run with Herbert. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
Now it's Fields. Touchdown, Bears! Justin Fields fighting Darnell Mooney. And the Bears are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Santos on to try the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And finishing it all off was Darnell Mooney with a touchdown reception. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This taken in right around the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
What was that?
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Here's a give to Madison running right. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
That would have been a catch. That would have been a catch. Come on, dude.
Well timed there, and now fourth down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers
I don't know what to do. It's 4th and 7.
They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Yeah, I'm gonna risk it. I'm gonna risk it. Why not?
So on 4th down, on is the punter Ryan Wright. And look at this, it's a fake.
Catch it. There we go. There we go. Nice done.
4th down conversion plays. You usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not
Rip.
there. What a huge pickup as the sticks make a drastic shift forward. And I don't know what the method is to know when to dial up a fake punt, when not to. Whatever the method there, it worked for him.
I think you actually did explain it. There is no method. It's just a feel, a sense, and
You
a
like that?
dose of guts in order to call that play in that situation.
Element of surprise, I guess, right?
Yeah, element of surprise and just a strong belief that, hey, we're going to get it done.
Here's Madison running on first down. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things.
On a good night, I'm pretty good at this game. I just gotta be locked in.
But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here.
He used to play this game a lot with my brother
It's a gain
back in the
11 as
day.
the Vikings pick up the first.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
A lot of good memories. That's probably why I like playing this game so much.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now a give to Madison.
Touchdown, easy in.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Alexander Madison.
Used to play.
Second touchdown in this opening
Used to play a lot of football games in high school.
So 2 drives, 2 touchdowns here in this first quarter, and he's got both of them.
I played a lot of games back in the day. Back when I had PS2.
They should keep riding him the entire
Then I
way
took
of this game
a break.
until the defense proves they can stop him.
Then YouTube
That's what I
became
would call.
involved, and I'm thinking, I miss playing games. I'm watching all these gamers play and thinking, I want to be just like them.
It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it was capped off by a touchdown scamper from Alexander Madison. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Every now and then I can speak from experience, because I do know as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes, because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. On the option left is Fields. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. A member of the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Second and 9. Fields steps away to his left. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down.
There he goes, and for good reason. Running with it has paid dividends earlier in this game and earlier on this drive. And until they prove they can stop him, I don't think he's going to be shy about continuing to run for first downs instead of airing it out.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 43. Fields now to throw. That's complete to Mooney. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field.
All right,
and here
come
he
on
finds
now.
the open guy for a nice
Come on,
pickup.
defense.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Looking to throw. Fields. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
I can't be sure how much of that was planned pre-snap, but it certainly opens up some avenues for their offense. And if he can stay a threat to break off those kind of runs,
Well, I hope everyone's doing good. Appreciate you all tuning in
and open
tonight.
up some choice throwing lanes for him moving forward.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he will fight his way in. Not giving up there, and he's got a Bears touchdown. Corey Blasingame, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bears are an extra point away from drawing level. And, boy, that was a heavy set. I think they had 3 tight ends out there. The fullback, you knew what they were going to do.
Yeah, they weren't trying to fool anybody at all, were they? There was none of this show you heavy set, bootleg it out. Nah. Big guys up front, hand it to the big guy in the backfield.
Santos now to add the PAT. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Yeah, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. Minnesota now ready for their next possession. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
Hey Ash, it's good to see you. How you doing, sir?
Cousins
Hope you're doing well.
With a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Going to begin the drive here with Madison. And he gets
Good seeing you.
shy of the 40 down
Oh, I'm sorry.
39.
Hello, Adam. My bad. I can't see the chat. Hello, Adam. How you doing tonight? I am Minnesota.
That's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space.
Good seeing you, Adam. Hope you're doing well.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
Did you see that the the brain rot is like the most seller in Fortnite from this past weekend?
The Bears bring out an extra defender.
That's pretty crazy.
Now for third down. Play fake. Cousins.
There we go. Nice.
There's Jefferson to pull that in. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. To throw is Cousins. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Kyler Gordon puts it off. And the Bears are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
And partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack, because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
From his goal line here, Fields. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. They got to get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. Called out a very strong gain of 24.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's a give to Herbert. Breaks the tackle, now an alley. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Defensively, they were in the 3-4, and that O-line just dominated the D-line there.
Let's go with a verbal telestrator here, because that D-line has a nose over the center, and it has a 2 defensive ends over the offensive tackles. That means the guards don't have anyone over the top of them. That creates a natural bubble inside where they sprint upfield, take on the inside linebackers, and if the back hits it fast enough, there should be space to run.
Give him 2 yards on the gain there, and it will take us to the end of quarter number 1. Pretty entertaining start. 14-all the score on EA Sports. From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd down and 8. Out of the gun, Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 39. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. A handoff for Herbert to the 36-yard line. Stop there.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
They'll come up 2nd and 7. Herbert now on the option. Nice some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge.
Hello Leslie, good seeing you. How you doing? Hope you're doing well.
Carries to this point.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone.
Well, I appreciate you for stopping in and popping in and saying hello. My get up alarm just went off and then didn't sleep again. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
It's a pickup of 4 and it'll bring up.
Hopefully you had a good Sunday. I'm doing good. I had a great day today.
3 or 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Completes a Mooney on the slant. And the Bears are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Well, this is a well-orchestrated drive they've put together. You think back to how they were backed up to start things out. But they've gone on a march since then. And now after that completion there, they've got a 1st and goal.
Foreman. And he had a nifty little deep juke move, but he stopped shortly thereafter. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding him out on 1st down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
He'll try again, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Deontay Foreman, a touchdown run there from a yard out, and the Bears go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points.
Sometimes offense can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
All right, let's go here. Come on.
Now the point after try for Santos. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So that drive, 12 plays in length, and it was finished off by Deontay Foreman on the touchdown run. Well, after the touchdown, here's the punter.
So tomorrow night, I'm going to be live a little bit earlier tomorrow. I'll be doing my monthly hangout and chat stream with all of you. So looking forward to be going live tomorrow at 9 p.m. Eastern Time, 8 p.m. Central Time, 7 p.m. Mountain Time, and 6 p.m. Pacific Time.
They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not
looking forward to hanging out with you for about an hour, just kind of chilling and hanging out with all, just chilling and having a good time.
He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now
I usually do a hangout stream at least once a month. Usually it's the first Tuesday of every month.
I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well.
So really hope you can join me tomorrow.
Up to the 30, and that's all. Ball on the 30
I'll have a
now.
special
Here's
guest with me.
2nd and 9. Throwing, Cousins. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 22 yards there, a first down.
Well, there's no disputing. He's made some poor throws in this first half, but this was a good one. And you can bet this is an offense that isn't going to pull back. They believe in what he can do. So all you can do is look forward, and they pick up a first down.
Play action now. Cousins. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls.
Too risky. Too risky.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catching safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit him over the top, unsuccessfully.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion and a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On 3rd down, Cousins. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Oh, he fakes a spike. And that's going to be caught. How about that one? They fake the spike, and it winds up a touchdown. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being
Too easy, too easy.
Together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen.
You put your right foot in, you take your left shoe out.
So far, and fun to watch.
I know.
Try and set up the quarterback draw here.
No, not good. Not good.
For 2 is unsuccessful, and they will remain down by a point.
I have to admit, I love the excitement of a 2-point try. You know, to see what's going to happen, and it happens pretty quickly, doesn't it? You get an answer, and in this case, it's unsuccessful for the guys trying it.
Completely unrelated. I just realized that I stole both of your pins in this last. My bad, partner.
Hey, that's okay. Well, and just in the time they went for 2.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And right now we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Back to throw. Fields. Looking right sideline. That's complete. And he's brought down. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19. From the gun, here's Fields. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
This is Herbert. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Fields.
Come on. Come on. Nobody there. Come on. Come on, defense.
First down before sliding to a hole to avoid the contact. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards.
No shortage of impressive moments for him thus far. Now he's halfway to the century mark, and we're still in the first half. There's been no answer for his running ability so far by the defense. I can't wait to see what adjustments they'll have to make during the halftime break.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Read option. Here's Herbert. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8. Now Fields going to keep it running left. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Fields. And this is going to be incomplete.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
No, Fields is off, and on comes Cairo Santos for the Chicago field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Santos' kick is up and through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Jordan Addison back out now as the Vikings offense set to take possession. He's been good so far to this point in the second quarter. Need to get him even more involved, maybe?
I would agree with that. Definitely. Yeah, it's not even a question for me. The way he's playing, he's doing a nice job. Increase things. More touches, more opportunities. Maybe that can reverse things on the scoreboard for them.
They'll try to ratchet things up then maybe here in the second quarter. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll start on the ground with Madison. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Another carry now for Madison. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 78 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. They'll go Madison up the middle. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Here comes 3rd and the length of the football.
Thank you, Leslie. Appreciate you.
They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. It's a pickup of 6.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Alright, you have a good night. Thank you so much. I hope you have a good night's sleep.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Appreciate you for stopping in and showing the love.
On the handoff, it's Madison. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's Madison. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. They'll set up to run the quarterback draw. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Kirk Cousins keeping it himself from 5 yards out. And the Vikings have retaken the lead.
Yeah, this is pretty similar to the Wildcat plays that were bouncing around the league circa 2008 or so. The idea here, just snap it right to the guy you want to run with it. In theory, you're getting yourself an extra blocker. And here, that Wildcat runner is your quarterback. And he takes it into the end zone.
Joseph connects on the extra point. And that gives him a 3-point lead. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. Darnell Mooney and the rest of this offense ready to go again. He's done his part, but so far it's been in a losing effort, so they've got to fix something.
But that doesn't mean changing anything, the way they're throwing the ball around and his catches and production. Keep doing that. They're going to have to fix some things likely on defense to try and slow down their opponents.
But so far, he's north of 100 yards receiving. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Lewis. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. A shotgun snap, Fields. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
Fourth down, so they send out Trenton Gill. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. The Vikings head out to take over once again. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
Here's Madison getting it again on second. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
The offense on third down tonight, they've been very good. 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
On third down, here's a run by Akers. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
They'll try to throw now. Cousins.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Cousins to throw it.
That's down the field for Jefferson.
And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield.
Well, obviously, they never want to see penalties on that defense, but this one a little bit more significant there on the downfield pass play.
And coaches preach it all the time. You can't put yourself in that kind of position if you're the defender. You've got to stay in a spot far downfield where you can play the ball without creating extra contact.
It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
K.J. Osborne.
A 20-yard touchdown.
And the Vikings are able to stretch out their lead.
Joseph on for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. 5 plays there on that drive. And it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Chicago offense set to get started. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing to start the drive. Fields. That complete. It's Tyler Scott with it. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Operating from the gun. Fields. Being chased out left. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they could at least attempt a kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with a play they needed in a big spot.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Looking to throw. Fields. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Meanwhile, Fields' throw complete here to Komet. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Back to throw. Fields. Touchdown! Justin Fields fighting Darnell Mooney. And the Bears get a late score here in the final minute of the 1st half.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the 1st half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Santos now to add the PAT. And the lead is down to a field goal now. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And finishing it all off was Darnell Mooney with a touchdown reception. After the touchdown, here's the punter Trenton Gill to kick it away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. This offense returns to the fold along with running back Alexander Madison. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Cousins. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Now right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. This time they stay on the ground. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Cousins in the offense is going to stay out there. They're going to try on 4th down. They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Cousins. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. This secondary has been roasted in this 1st half, and they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball. Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction. On 2nd down, this is Madison. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. So we've reached halftime in a wild 1st half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcoming everyone to our downtown Orlando studios in this EA Sports Halftime Report. It was a running back, Alexander Madison, who put together a solid 1st half. He's over 100 yards rushing for the game already and found the end zone twice as well.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the 2nd half. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. Well, Charles, in that 1st half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the 2nd half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the 1st half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter.
They trail by 3, and they just got 3 yards to start the 3rd quarter.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the 3rd quarter. The veteran tight end Mercedes Lewis, the intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Fields. Flush to his right. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. The linebacker Jordan Hicks flying in there for the sack. That time, finally, a measure of revenge as they get him down behind the line.
It almost felt like relief, didn't it? Because with the success he's had throughout this game, you'd almost expect him to get free and pick up 10 to 15 every time he takes off. Not in that case. That has to feel good for the defense.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case,
yeah, not the case.
Not at all. You want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about saying defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really hot level.
They've been hot so far. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Cousins now.
Completes this to Addison out left.
They get 14 yards, but not enough for the 1st down due to the previous penalty.
From the 33, here's 2nd and a yard.
On play action, Cousins.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
They'll try to get it on the ground with Madison. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
111 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Cousins on 1st down.
On the comeback route, he's got Jefferson.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted.
Kyler Gordon picks it off, and the Bears are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So this offense moving the ball well.
Joseph Groh, hello, woo, good to see you.
Potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
The Bears offense now getting ready to take over.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 20-yard line. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
So he is able to turn that.
How's Joseph doing?
But I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do because they're competitors as well. But sometimes you do learn your lesson the hard way, as he did there.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, Fields. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Looking to throw on second down, Fields. There's Mooney with another catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. On the option left is Fields. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right.
Well, I'm glad you're doing good. Hopefully you had a good Easter weekend.
Fields going to keep it once more. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Here's Fields. Over the middle, complete. That's more.
Did you work at all this weekend?
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 27.
You had to work,
I love the drive they're working
but
on here because
was time and a half. Well, that's good.
And so far
That's good.
Drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively, but they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
All weekend. Wow. Busy.
Now a first down throw. Fields dancing to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
The defense did its job.
You're off on Tuesday. Awesome.
Half the battle because they've got to get to him before he can make a run for it. A little bit late containing him there, so he makes a nice gain out of a play that looked like it was in trouble.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Fields going to keep it running right.
Really not too sure where everyone's at tonight, but I hope you're all doing well. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Smashing that like button.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Herbert powering up the middle. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Here's Fields now on 2nd down. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 5 yards.
Come on, defense.
And that's enough to pick up the first.
Get that ball back.
They'll run here with Foreman. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the 2nd score there. To throw is Fields. That's to Moore, and he's got it. Touchdown, Bears. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Bears have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Just out on Monday Night Raw. Hopefully it's going good. Hopefully WrestleMania will be good.
That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And it concludes with a touchdown reception by DJ Moore. After the touchdown, here's the punter Trenton Gill to kick it away.
I guess it is almost midnight.
Bring it out. He'll just go down to a knee here for a touchback, and the ball will come out to the 25. Justin Jefferson and the rest of this offense, they've got their helmets back on, and they're ready for this next series. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that...
And that is caught one-handed.
Nice.
Oh, my, he pulled it in. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
Tell the truth, partner. You didn't think he was coming down with that one, did you? Come on, tell me the truth.
No, I didn't. I'll tell you what, though. A one-handed grab of that length. Talk about giving your team.
I see that Michigan won the NCAA tournament.
Everyone's going to be excited about that one, whether you're on the field or not. It permeates his way through the entire team, and I can't wait to see what they do on the next down.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
The Guardians won last night. That's pretty cool. I watched a little bit of their game. They probably lost tonight, but that's okay. Philly. Gosh darn it.
And the Bears are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. And that could turn out to be a giant play, Charles. You got an offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away on the INT.
And I think that we might look back on this in the 4th quarter and say, that was the play of the game.
DJ Moore headed back out as the Bears take over on possession.
Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far, he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good, but there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now, they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But, boy, he can explode at any moment.
Yeah, and when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
Makes you hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. On play action, Fields. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Well, this D, particularly the secondary, has been picked apart at points here tonight. They finally, though, get to the quarterback, get a pick.
And we know this about him. He loves night games, loves the spotlight, loves being the center of attention. I will bet you that he ran off the field almost chuckling to himself. They finally got one. They finally got me.
Here's Madison running on 1st down. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in a mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. From the 20, here's 2nd down and 3. Gonna run with Madison again. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
They'll run here with Akers. A solid move on the run, but ultimately stopped short of the goal line. Down at the 2. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Madison will take this into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. What a game it's been for him in the backfield, Charles, as he pounds it into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, and he hits the end zone one more time, and his blockers cleared all those lanes. Before the snap, they called for the heavy unit, right? 3 tight ends coming on the field, and they got the job done clearing the way.
Kevin O'Connell choosing to leave his guys out there, and they'll go for 2. They'll run it with Madison. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And so they run it in on the 2-point try. You know, so often, Charles, we talk about from the offense's perspective what you do on the 2-point conversion. How about the defense? How do they play run versus pass?
It's really difficult for them because I think most teams want to play for the pass. That's what they
almost.
See most teams
I'm
do.
almost winning.
So are you able to mass enough people inside if the team decides
Welcome
to run
back, Mo.
Very
Good
difficult.
seeing you.
I think what you're seeing a lot more now, people blitzing the 2-point conversion. They want you to make a quick decision and make it right now.
There, the offense.
I'm almost there.
For 2.
Just gotta keep on going.
And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. Onto the field now come the Bears. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
I don't think.
You're exactly right about
I don't think I see her.
You got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try to get to the ball even faster.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's second down.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Off play action, Fields. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight.
I think YouTube is very quiet tonight. Not too sure what's going on, but
call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Alexander Madison leading this Vikings offense out there to begin the next drive. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home, because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Now a give to Madison. He'll get it up near midfield to the 49 before being taken down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're
hopefully
playing this game now.
Hopefully it worked. I always enjoy doing that too, stressing my knees.
Taking their time and making it work.
Jefferson going to go in motion right. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game, so he's really made his presence felt in this one.
From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but
I think he meant to say hi to you, but accidentally said Monique.
Offensive line,
I think he heard me say Mo, and he thought Monique was here.
4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
But
Kevin O'Connell has a play call ready. His guys going for it on 4th.
But Joseph says hi, Mo. Mo Chronic.
They're going for it. Here's Madison. And he's got the 1st before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Prior to that, they were 2 for 2 on 4th down conversions in this ball game. Now 3 for 3.
And you've got to figure their luck's got to run out at some point, doesn't it? I will just tell you from a defense's point of view, someone has to step forward on 4th down and make a
too easy, 1st down.
Because they're just letting it happen to them right now.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Hello, Megan. Good seeing you.
And that last reception puts him
How you doing?
150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect.
Doing good. Doing good.
Right now, He's got the
kicking butt,
so much on their
taking
heels.
names,
Got them looking at each other.
you know,
Who's
LOL.
going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him
I am
down?
Minnesota tonight.
They'll run it with Madison. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Again, it'll be Akers. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little
I'm
bit
doing
of extra
good.
help from the defenders as they exhort them
Like
to
I
join
said.
them in the effort.
And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards?
I don't know. This might be risky.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins.
Yep.
And he'll be hit
All right.
as
It's
he
all right.
releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
The kick by Joseph is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So give them 3 on that drive. You know, normally you'd say we'll take it, but the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Monday
You just have
is
to
going
wonder,
good.
Are field goals going to be enough? Because as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, does kicking a field
Tuesday
goal
will be
actually put you
better.
at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
And the drive will begin at the 25.
One more day till Friday.
Scott's gonna stay in the end zone.
One more step closer to Friday.
Out there, set and ready to go. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Fields throw complete there to Moore. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Hey, Delicious. Hello. Good to see you.
A gain of 15.
Drive by liking. Appreciate you. Hope you are well. Do they really drink Gatorade? I thought some company hated it. They drink Gatorade.
Snap it, time runs out. On this 3rd quarter of
I'm
play.
actually a high school football manager, so I do a lot of that
on EA Sports.
in the fall time. Every Friday night we used to buy Gatorade for the players. Water, Gatorade, you name it.
On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It was Daniil Hunter to make the play in the backfield.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found
You're
it
off again
all
on
right.
Saturday.
Took it straight to the
Cool.
backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 16 yards is the pickup there on a 1st down for Chicago.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Here's a give to Herbert. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
You know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On second down, here's Fields. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Scott. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 30. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep.
Are you talking about in the chat? No.
Red zone to the 19-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down. Now Fields. Completes it left side to the tight end Lewis. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it'll be second down. Throwing again is Fields. Over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet. And the Bears are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
Fields. And he's got it. Only a yard on the completion. It's second and goal.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
Foreman is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. Third and goal. Back to throw. Fields.
What are you throwing, dude?
That one away. So it's been a
what are you
long
throwing?
drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. They snap it to Fields. He had 3 touchdowns already, but won't get a 4th here. And the Vikings, they come up big down near the goal line. Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on 4th.
Let's go.
Able to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that D?
Yeah, momentum swing.
And, you know, I remember playing how much 4th downs were emphasized. You know, because, as you said, it's a momentum play. It's also a big test for you. You know, if people are going to go for it on 4th down, They believe you're not up to the challenge. You want to show them differently.
2nd and 7. On the jet sweep, here comes Jefferson. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They go play action. Cousins. That's down the field for Jefferson. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down.
Just because you got the lead in the 4th, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
And here's Ryan Wright now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Going to be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Bears take over. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out.
Football seems touchy. It can be a little bit.
Didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
I know that not many people like to watch football.
They might go for it again.
But I'm just glad that you guys are here and watching the stream and being here with me. Eventually I'll be done with this series soon.
MVP caliber football we're witnessing.
Until next fall. But if there's any other games you'd like me to play, let me know. Would love to know.
A handoff for Herbert. Down inside the 40.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Now an option play on 2nd down. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Now that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
Play action. It's Fields. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll give him a new set of downs.
If they get a game-changing score on this drive, it's going to be because of plays like that. That run was pure heart. Took it himself, found a way to reset the downs, and advance the ball.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and weighing in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 6. On the option right is Fields. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. This will be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st. From the gun on 3rd down, Fields. That pass complete to Moore. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
They'll get this to the 24, and it's 2nd down. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Another carry now for Madison. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Here comes 3rd and about a foot. Here's a give to Madison running right. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They get 14 there. 1st down, Vikings. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
From the 48-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8. Going on the ground with Madison. And he's down right around midfield after a game.
All right,
maybe 3.
5 minutes to go. Let's go.
Offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay.
Gotta get that first down at least.
Steady bursts.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking 1st down.
Brandon, this can be so demoralizing for a defense. They've had 2 opportunities to get off the field. They haven't gotten it done. So now your coordinator, he's going to call every blitz that he has, any type of exotic, something that they haven't seen before. And he's also telling the defensive lineman, don't worry about holding people up. Just get in gaps and try and make a big play.
And not only not getting off the field on 2 opportunities, clock continuing to run.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
From the 21, here's a 2nd down and 4. They'll go Madison up the middle. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. A give up the middle to Akers. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll go again here with Akers. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. On the handoff, it's Madison. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
It's going to be the 2-minute warning coming up here.
Every yard they gain, getting them better and better field position, and obviously a field goal makes this a 2-score contest. That's really all they need.
And that means for your play caller, he's not looking to the attack portion of his sheet, right? He's looking for, okay, what do we have that's going to keep us in a good spot? No lost yardage plays. Let's kick a field goal and go up 2 scores. If we score a touchdown, great. But that's not what you're really playing for.
All right.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Alexander Madison taking it in from 4 yards out.
All right, there we go.
And the Vikings have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. You get down this deep, Charles, you hate to settle for a field goal. They roll the dice on 4th down. Really just
Who
hoping
needs
to
a
get
field
that
goal?
first. But as it turns out, they take it all the way into the end zone.
You mentioned that they took a little bit of a gamble.
Why not?
There. Think about it this
Let's
way.
go.
Most teams throw the ball in this situation in the NFL, so they really gamble
Thank you,
with
Mo.
the running play, and boy, did it pay off.
Just for you, sir.
Joseph now to have the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. That drive, a long one, spanning 15 plays. And it was capped off by a touchdown scamper from Alexander Madison. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown.
Nice kick.
And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. So now Fields and the Bears down by 2 touchdowns. 1:54 on the clock. Field goals useless at this point. They need 2 touchdowns, and they need them in short order. On 1st down, Fields throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Now it's Fields. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side, I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Here now, 3rd down. Fields now to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Gets this to Moore, and he gets this one.
Got lucky. They got lucky.
Mark him down at the 39. A 2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly a must. It's 1st and 10. Forced, and I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the side
Come on, D.
all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Here's Fields. His throw incomplete.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
Well, here's a big one. You can just feel it. This is 3rd down now. Out of the gun, Fields. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
Passing lanes, tough to come by with so many defensive backs on the field here late in the game. And it's not just the number of bodies, it's their quickness and their agility that makes it tough to complete a pass.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete.
There we go. There we go.
And they turn it over.
All game.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
Ball game.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
I hate when the computer does this.
3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Now is ball game.
Victory formation time for the Vikings as they'll take a knee here.
Just in case.
Cousins is going to take this one down to a knee and end it.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right? Just us against the world and get it done. How happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you
That
stole
clock has
something.
taken forever. Come on. 10 seconds. Let's go. Alright, 2-1 ball game.
So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory, and a little bit of a surprise.
W stream tonight.
Turnover battle, but wind up winning the ball game.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now let's face it, they'll be very happy that they pulled this off, but they do know that in the future they've got work on taking care of the football because this won't happen very often.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Chicago.
Alright folks, I want to thank you so much for being here. It's been a great stream, a W stream. Appreciate you guys for tuning in tonight. Don't forget to hit that like button, share this stream out, and subscribe if you're new. Really appreciate you watching it. And if you're watching this on the replay, please hit that like button, share this out, leave a comment down below. Really love to hear from you. I will be live again tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Hope to see you then. Until then, you all have a great rest of your night. Much love. Stay safe, stay healthy. Wash your hands, drink yourself. You know the deal. And I'll see you all on the next one. Take care, everyone.